Hi everyone, my name is Glantz and I am the creator of the website The Things I Learned From and the author of the ebook All My Friends Are Engaged. I wrote this book this summer because I was just sick of going on my newsfeed and seeing that all my friends were engaged and wondering why I was still single and what was I doing wrong. So I figured if I wrote a book about it, I could kind of analyze my past dates and see how I could become a better dater. Didn't work. The second reason I wrote the book was because I wanted to remind everyone and inspire them that yes, while dating can be awkward, it can also be a whole lot of other things. It can be exciting, it can be thrilling, it can be adventurous, it could also be horrible, but that's not a reason to give up on it. You'll find that some of the greatest things in the world are at first very challenging, but you kind of have to stick through them and eventually it'll all be worth it. I'm going to read you just a quick sample of the first chapter, and if you like the book, go on to Amazon or iBooks and buy it for $3.99. Hope you enjoy. Dating isn't the worst thing in the world, she tells me after some Mugu guy pan at our favorite spot in the East Village, as if she spent the last 10 years of our lives on some other planet where first dates end in a swimmingly pleasant hug and a "I had a great time tonight" text message comes crawling right after the poor lad leaves the corner. My dates aren't like that, ever. They normally end with a painful headbutt during an awkward goodbye and then never hearing from the guy again, with the select few who reach out to tell me that the steak sauce or the red wine or the blonde roast coffee stain that I accidentally got on their button-down Brooke Brothers shirt has yet to come out. But she's engaged, as are most of my friends these days. The girls in their mid to upper 20s with rocks the size of a full pimple living on their scrawny ring finger. Well, excuse me, friends. Wasn't it just yesterday that we were pinky swearing away these cootie monsters during recess? Passing notes across trigonometry class about how what's-his-face smells like apple juice or pee? Calling each other up after spoiled first dates to report how the guy spent 23 minutes spilling out tears over his ex-girlfriend and then slobbered all over your ear when he tried to turn in for a kiss? What did I miss? Tell me. Where was I after we walked off the stage at graduation and collectively had nothing and no one? I thought we were all in this together, trying to navigate our early 20s and rummage together a resume to score a job that would pay enough dough for a moving truck and a one-way ticket to a bigger city with dance floors that entertained our presence till 4 a.m. and apartments that made our dorm rooms seem like Bel Air mansions. Slowly making something beautiful out of the mess of our post-grad lives. Slow being the key word here. How did I get left behind living at my parents' house in Boca Raton, Florida, spooning with Bop Bop, the giraffe stuffed animal, and an old Furby with gum stuck in its hair, all while you were off whispering sweet nothings into the ear of Mr. Right? Okay, so this isn't an advice book. If you thought its pages were scribbled with a 10 Commandments sort of list that would make you a powerhouse dater, then you may want to stop reading now. Demand a full refund and use that money to buy yourself a box of Munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts or a Fudgy the Whale cake from Carvel. You'll surely need that more than this to help you navigate the dating world. It's just a gigantic hug to everyone out there who's still single. The ones getting pestered regularly by their parents, their soon-to-be married friends, and their rabbi as to why they haven't found the one yet, and feeling the constant pressure like the dry Arizona heat to do something about it. It's a book about the wildly hilarious mistakes we all make when we decide to stop acting human and start dating. Have you ever been on a date and wondered what the heck just came out of your mouth? You're jiggling with nervous shakes as you're trying to fill a gap of silence, talking about how much you absolutely love to go deep sea diving, but really the ocean gives you the creeps. Let's get one thing straight. Dating is awkward. Anyone who tells you differently is either blinded by the twinkle of their engagement ring or having a temporary lapse in memory over the time in their lives when they were once wedged into playing a game of 20 questions with a guy with broccoli stuck in his teeth. So, if you're ready to continue, we can start this off in the same fashion that most of my first dates begin. Hi, I'm Jen. It's nice to meet you, and I'm really sorry about what you're about to experience. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy.